we've now got bombers. They've upgraded the level of base attack we're facing. There's even more drones coming in. I'm going to go around and get ready to pick up some goodies, because you might as well, if the drones are going to attack, you might as well pick up the goodies to go with it, because look at this. There is just stuff here everywhere. And wow, there is a lot of drones here. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to a slightly belated episode of Empyrion Contact Point Alpha Start. We're obviously not on Contact Point Alpha anymore. We are on, I can never remember what this place was called, what this planet is called. Sunrise! Yes, Sunrise. Slightly belated because I didn't get around to recording it in time, so it's come out hopefully a day later. And there will be hopefully a couple more to follow. So, right, what are we doing today? As you may remember, last time we took out the missile site and we needed some, or we got some much needed upgrades. So, first things first, I don't remember where they are, they're in the short hop. We have T4 extenders here, and we need to do some jiggery pokery about here to make everything work. So if we look around in here somewhere, we have some more CPU extenders. Now how many of those can we grab? Let's see if we can put one of those there and grab another one back. And then we can grab this and take these. Now, this is going to solve a whole bunch of our problems. So the first thing we're going to do is, to make sure they're safe, we're going to chuck them down here. Because technically we're almost outside now, but we're outside under the old base. So we're pretty safe down here. We're under several layers of armoured concrete. And what we can do is we will splop a couple of these either side of this little post here, which will be fairly well defended. So that will make a big change to this base, because we've gone from being slightly over 200,000 CPU, which was our previous limit. Here we've gone from slightly over to now having 1.3 million CPU available. This is good news, because this means our woes of storage and the like are over. We are now fully upgraded to the maximum in terms of CPU. Now, next attack from the Zirax, unknown, fair enough. But things we now need to look at. Let's start off by upgrading this. So let's have a look here. You are the input constructor, you can do it. Let's link to you then for now. Maybe this will have everything we need. We need 10 flux coils and 50 cobalt alloy. Okay, so we need a few other bits and or bobs, as they say. So let's see, what have we got in the way of cobalt alloy? We can make 10 of these. Let's grab that. And the other thing we needed was some flux coils. We've only got 2 there, but we got 6 here, because I'm sure we've got other stuff kicking around here. There's like, we're very full on much of these things, so we might have to tinker around, because this is one of the other problems. We're very full on stuff and things, but this can all be solved now because we can do things like put cargo extenders in, which I will almost certainly do and start installing around here. So that will be no issue whatsoever, because what I'll do is probably tuck it in the wall here, add a cargo extender in, and stick it in the floor here. And even with it being in the floor, it will still be way bigger than this already is. So that's our 50 cobalt alloy. Now we need to make 3 flux coils if we can. 1, 2, 3. And this will allow us to upgrade this large constructor to a much needed advanced constructor. Ta-da! Right. That is one thing we needed desperately out the way. Next thing we're going to do is, really because we can, is going to be that I am going to take these and extend each of these very slightly and make them into essentially a platform for a further weapon. Because we have our 4 guns on here, which have defended us well. Let's be honest, they've done a pretty good job overall. And to be quite honest, I'm very tempted, now that we can, again, why can't I click the drop down on that for some reason? Let's try that again. There we go, that's better. So now that we can, we should be able to go to the ammo box here. We've got at least 1 projectile turret here. Okay, we can't do that for the minute. So this one, yeah, we can probably stick right about here somewhere. And we'll make you another minigun turret. And that gives us 1 extra turret right here. And then on top of that, what we'll do is we'll link up to one of our concrete storage. There we go. Because again, we can afford this now. We can afford all the extra CPU. Let's grab that. Crack out the drone. Go 1 of those. And what I'll do is we'll just do it fairly simply here. We won't do it too insane. Let's go. What am I thinking? Does anyone know what I'm thinking? Because I don't think I do. Yes, that is what I'm thinking. Right. Where is the one? This one. That's the block I'm looking for. And that is not the orientation I'm looking for. That is the orientation I'm looking for. What I should be doing, actually, is freaking doing symmetry on this to save myself time and effort, but never mind. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this and plonk this all the way around, and then we're going to grab the other block, which is this one, and chuck that in, and that is going to be a position for yet another turret. Now, because we don't really have lots of advanced materials, what we're going to do is these are going to be just your basic whatchamacallit turrets, he says. Can't think what the word is. He says brain. Work, please. These are going to be your heavier cannon turrets. You know, still kinetic rounds. They're going to be your, I can't remember, they're like not the 15mm, they're the 30mm turrets or whatever they are, is what we're going to make with these. And that's going to be enough, at least on this planet, to easily deal with any incoming drone attacks without me having to scramble the ship every time, for sure. Because it'll be so much easier if we do it that way. Because that will just mean that I have no need to scramble the ship. I can completely just go out and deal with it myself, or carry on and do what I'm doing without having to deal with it myself. That's what I mean. And then everything will be fine. Right, so I'm going to finish this off, and you'll see that I'll do it up here, and I'll bring you back in and you can see what I've done when I finished. So after all that, I decided to remove that turret anyway, just because that way I had the perfect number of turrets. But in a bit of OCD, I brought the level of these up so they're all at the same height. It just means you're less likely, if they're coming in low, to have one turret getting in the way of another. Shouldn't happen too much anyway, but better to do it. And I got rid of any damaged blocks on these and just reinforced them a bit to make sure they're running strong. But now we have quite a few turrets protecting this base. And as you can see, we also did a bit of painting here to tidy things up slightly. But yes, this will mean the base as a whole is now much better defended. We do need to quickly just yoink the devices a second and make sure we have sorted out our turrets a second. We won't worry about any of that. It will take out drones, it will take out all the other MacGuffin. But we do want to make sure that way our turrets are ready. Ooh, you can see I've missed a bit there. I'm not sure why I'm worrying too much about painting this base, but there you go. Oh, upset child up there. I'll just have to probably sort that out a second. Okay, and we're all done. At least for now, my wife has the child situation under control. So that's all good. Right, on to the next situation. So, next situation we need to deal with. Storage. This is something we're going to have to deal with a bit. So I am going to take... Oh, there goes the air supply. I mean, air supply in here, yes. Fortunately, I thought about this, and I'm relatively sensible. This is why I put this barrier here, because you'll see, this area still has O2, so my plants are safe. And did not fall foul of me being stupid enough to cut a hole in my own base. So that was good news. At least I wasn't a complete idiot. Idiot? Yes. Complete idiot? No. So, for now, this will probably suffice. I might take another layer. Yeah, why not? So, what we'll do is we'll grab that. We'll switch this one back to output box, please. And what we'll do is we will ask for the container controller. We'll have 2 of those for now. And we'll have a bunch of extensions. Probably around 20. Is the output container full? Yes, it is. Which does remind me that there was something else I meant to do outside. So what am I attached to here at the moment? Not the box I thought I was. That one was what I thought. No, not that one. This one? No. This one? No. This one was the one I thought I was attached to. Got by type, and we'll grab all of those. Because I was also going to add, just for the lols, really, a bunch of these to the base. Because, really, let's be honest, why not? If you can, Why not? It will make it super well defended. If any gits come in on foot, they are going to get shot in the face. Unfortunately, apparently I don't have enough, but that's alright. I'm sure we will pick up more, or there probably are more in my inventories here somewhere, and I will find them shortly. Oh look, see, I still had a spare turret here after all that. So I probably have more. Look, there's another one there. No more there. Oh look, I got even more gun turrets here. Could have had yet more. There's another one there. And any in here? No. None in there. I don't think there's any in the ammo box. There shouldn't be any in the fridge, because that would be a strange place to keep them, but not the first time. And I think that's it. So that will give me, yoink, a perfect count, I think. So yeah, that's all of those. So that gets all of those in, and I can just regroup devices again here, and that moves them into turret, so they should be under the same rules, or not, as the case may be. They're not, so we'll just reapply this rule, and away we go. And that is those turrets sorted out. So now we can go to the output box and grab, hang on, let's unlink this and we'll link to the output box for now, because the output box is filling up, so we need to deal with that. Let's stick one there, and then these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then what I'll probably do is on the other side here is I might put it here just because here is going to make sense to me. So if I just go, what's it? 1, 2, 3. It's going to be there, isn't it? So if I remove that one, oh no! That's because this inventory is very full already, so I can't really afford to be putting lots of blocks in there. That's okay, we'll fix that. We'll fix that in just a second. So I'll go back to my concrete store, which was this one. No, see, it's finding the right things. Oh, and I've dropped something else here. Yeah, that'll be fine. We'll just stick that there for now. We can deal with it all. And then we can get rid of this block, get rid of that block. Send the drone down, hopefully without pushing me down the hole, to grab that. And I'll grab those out as well. And I mean, it's not quite so pretty that we end up with the back of the box here, but that's the way I'm gonna do it for now. Oh god! And also I'm gonna knock myself down the hole, apparently. You can do that with the drone. If you didn't know, you can actually knock yourself down a hole. So do be aware of that, especially if you're mining. It is possible to shove yourself down your own mine hole, which can be quite unfortunate. In this case, didn't do too much to me, and I have a way back up, so no harm, no foul. Nice and easy. So this will resolve a whole bunch of our issues here, because this will give us a bunch of extra storage. So now we can say the constructor output can go into this controller. And what you need to do again is you need to go into the P menu and you need to make sure these items are grouped, just in case people haven't. And if you press P on this, it'll take you straight to the container rather than trying to figure out which one it is. And we can call this constructor output. Do that, and then in just a minute I'm going to link to this one actually, because then I'll have plenty of space. That one, it will be empty, and we want to yoink, and it's gone. And the same procedure for this one. So we'll go here, and this one will be constructor input, and again that will now mean that this one, the constructor input, and the original constructor input, this one, can be swapped over, and you'll see we've got so much more storage space. So this one can then be yoinked, and now that solved a massive amount of problems for us, because already we've got a huge amount of extra space, so we can start putting all these materials that we had kicking around back in the container they're supposed to go in, which just makes organizing life a little bit easier for finding things and doing stuff. Now there will be other stuff needed later on, like, so all of this will go in here, but yeah, other containers and things we'll probably need later on, and we'll need to sort other things out. But this is a good start for just making my life easier and making things easier to deal with on the base. However, not very exciting inventory management. Right, I will get on with it. I can do that off screen, but that is essentially the base mostly sorted for the short term. The other thing I'm going to want to do is at least those T3s I want to be CV ready, and the other thing I'm very tempted to do is build myself a shield generator. Now, do I have access to shield generators just yet? For a base, do we have any shield generation? I would like a deconstructor for one, and in practicality I wouldn't mind a furnace either, which I might put down in the basement. So that will be useful, but I wouldn't mind a pentaxid tank, and possibly, is there somewhere here a shield generator? Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I could always do even repair bays, couldn't I? That would be lovely. Let's use these points. We've got a repair block, so we may as well get the system set up for a repair bay, and I can even then, I'm only going to get a basic level shield generator because we're only dealing with drone attacks, and I just want to save myself from having to repair the base. So let's go and do that, and we should be able to get a basic shield generator here somewhere. Can I see it? Can I see it? Can I hell? There we go, because they changed how it looks. So we need that, and we need a pentaxid tank. So that will cover that. We'll get the base sorted. Now, I'll check, because I had a funny feeling I had a furnace. I do have a furnace, you see. I had a funny feeling I had a furnace. And let's connect the blocks here. In fact, let's not connect the blocks. Let's connect to here. And then for starters, I can also put those where they need to go in the fridge. Just dropped them on the bloody floor, haven't I? Okay, put them in the fridge. But what I can do is I'll put a bunch of blocks down the bottom, and then I can put the furnace downstairs out of the way and keep it nice and safe, where again won't have any problems, just keeping the area nice and tidy, nice and safe, and just means I don't have to look at it upstairs. Yoink, 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 yoink. Sure, blocks aren't a problem, so we'll just go here, and next up, furnace, wherever the furnace was again. See, this is why I'm trying to reorganize, because actually finding stuff, it was in blocks, wasn't it? At the moment is a real pain in the ass, and I'm probably going to create another thing for blocks so I can stick it in under control. Then what I'll probably do is stick another cargo controller down here with some extension blocks, and this can be done for ore storage, so that if I grab some ores, I can get myself going again. The other thing I should have done is I should have turned the furnace off, because it's quite high power consumption. So you only turn the furnace on when you need it. The other thing we'll need is to get that deconstructor going, because deconstructor will be extremely useful. Of course, we can search here, so yeah, getting a deconstructor going will be excellently useful. Let's also grab this one and grab this. So I'm going to install a few more blocks by the looks of it, and probably put the shield generator and pentaxid tank back downstairs as well, out the way where the Zirax will find it very hard to get to them, and that will then have our base ready to go. The one thing we'll probably need to do as well is up the power generation, so I will probably do that at the same time. Put down one of these, and I will put down a larger generator, of which I have several kicking around, and get ourselves ready basically to really be able to deconstruct her, use a repair bay and things like that. And while this is happening, the base has just come under attack, so I'm interested in seeing how things are going out there. Oh, we got bombers this time. But yeah, things are going pretty well. That hasn't said we've seen off the base attack though, so there's still something out here. Let's just bring the drone up so we can fly around and have a look. What's up here? Hello? Anyone here? Where is it? Who's coming in? A couple more bombers, a couple more drones. Wow, this is quite a base attack this time. We've got, I suspect because it's a T4 base, we've now got bombers. They've upgraded the level of base attack we're facing. There's even more drones coming in. I'm going to go around and get ready to pick up some goodies, because you might as well, if the drones are going to attack, you might as well pick up the goodies to go with it, because look at this. There is just stuff here everywhere. And wow, there is a lot of drones here. That is a major drone swarm. But yeah, I'm trying to look for where all the other drones are. All the downed bombers. The downed bomber over here. A whole bunch of drones over here. But yeah, they're going down one after the next after the next. There's just freaking loads and loads of them. Come on, give me your stuff. Thank you. Right. I have lots of stuff to go and collect here. Now that heavy rocket drone isn't actually down. But I think I'll be alright. But if he comes over near me, the base will deal with him. For sure. So I just run around and grab everything. Oh! Ow! Okay, maybe the base won't deal with him. Okay, I slightly overestimated the situation there. Really? Will you please just die? Thank you. Right. I came here to loot crap, not get shot. Okay, so after some reworking down here in the basement, we have a shield generator, which is on. And hopefully beginning to generate shields, but consuming ludicrous amounts of power. But at least that's while it charges up. And hopefully it's not going to consume all the pentaxid we put in there, because we don't have vast amounts spare, and it is using some. And again, we don't have a full tank of fuel, but we do have fuel. I mean, at the moment while the shield is charging up, yes, we only have 45 minutes of power, which is not fantastic, but I'm going to let the shield charge up for a bit, and ultimately you should be off. You are off. Good. But ultimately, we should actually be able to turn the shield off, because we should only need the shield when the base is going to come under attack, and then we should be able to turn that on ourselves when the base is coming under attack, when we get the warning. I just want the shield to be charged first, so that it's not charging up at the time. Now, I may need, by the looks of it, to actually make some more pentaxid crystals. Let's just run another 10 here. That's only 20, but I don't have crazy numbers. But we do now have crazy storage, so I can start sorting all my storage out, which is going to be greatly appreciated. And I shall probably make a med bay area here somewhere. This area here might actually become the med bay, because I'll probably get rid of the fuel tanks and maybe even some of the O2 tanks here, and move the core downstairs, as we're now ready for that sort of expansion. And then I can make some of these boxes trading goods boxes and things like that, because for example this box is now actually completely empty, so this can be like trading goods 1. So because this box actually has, oh, it does have stuff in it, but it will become trading goods, and we'll sort some bits out. But yes, the base is now coming along, and we're able, hopefully very shortly, to... Hang on. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's going to be one of those days, because now someone's decided to drill out the back between children and drilling and crap. You know, it's going to be one of those days, I think. So yeah, we should here now be able to look at installing our deconstructor as well, which I'm not quite sure where I'm going to put it right now. I might actually get rid of these ones and put it there, because we now have block storage for most of this stuff. So we can store most of our blocks in there, and I'm going to have to make a deconstructor storage, but we'll get to that. So at the moment we're just going to chuck these bits in or somewhere, and I'll have to sort it out. But yeah, I'll probably end up putting the deconstructor back here somewhere, and then maybe a cargo box around here somewhere for it. But yeah, that's basically the base coming along for now. I'm not quite ready, I think, to bring in the ship just yet. So what I'd like to do is, as we... Oh, I meant to mention, I looted like 71 rounds just from those bombing drones, which is fantastic. And we already had quite a lot of rounds, so I'm going to shift some of this about, and then I think we'll try and go and attack the rest of those Rados bases just to pee them off and make sure we've got everything we possibly can grab ready for bringing in the White Star. Now, I have had a couple of people in the comments mention I should build a ship, and the White Star is a ship I have built. It's not off the workshop. I built it in the Reforged series as a bit of a shell, to be honest. So it's coming in from the Reforged series, and I think that's sort of fair, rather than trying to rebuild a whole another one at the moment. As I'm sure many of you will understand, I've expressed I'm short of time, which means that my time for building things is going to be limited. Therefore, yeah, we'll be bringing in the Dark Star, and I'll be bringing the Dark Star basically back online and using it in this series. But let me prepare, and we'll go out and see if we can take on another one of those Rados bases. Okay, so here we are in Rados territory. I've noted there's a few people who have said in the more recent comments they would never have attacked the Rados because, you know, the Rados are the only people who are their friends. Yeah, I get it, and I know that, like, some people will never attack the Talon. Look, they're not even shooting. Oh no, he's shooting me this time. There are some people who would never attack, like, the Talon or anything like that, and I rarely attack the Talon, I've got to be honest. But you know, you got to spice things up on occasion, and it seems reasonable. They are Zirax after all. Let's be honest about this. Now, maybe if I can get away with this at an angle, I will try not to take out that turret, and I will try to keep it, because I don't know what these turrets are actually worth, and they seem to be crap at shooting me at the moment. I'm not sure what's going on with the AI, but I mean, look, these things are just pathetic at shooting me unless I sit still here. You know, I got ones from the front and behind, and only now am I getting, like, hammered enough to worry about. And I'm just going to pull up for a bit, and then we'll come back down, and we'll be able to take them out. But yeah, I'm tempted to essentially keep some of them, just because I think they turn in to laser turrets when you actually... Oh, I didn't notice my shields had gone down there. That wasn't so wise. I was actually taking a bit of damage. Yeah, I think those ones turn into laser turrets when you take them. I could do with a few free laser turrets. So, oh, let's not get carried away here. What are you shooting at, my man? I don't know what is going on with the game AI today, but the game AI is not making this difficult. It's making it very easy. I don't know if one of the recent Empyrion updates has done something to the AI here, but the turret AI is now just freaking abysmal. I mean, normally the turret AI is, well, not amazing, but it's a little bit better than that. Okay, you have to go down in like a couple of hits, yeah. So, support base. So what I'm looking at is, as the turrets seem to not want to particularly shoot me too hard, is what bases can I go into where without getting too heavily shot. So for example, there is a door right there. So if I came into here, I can obviously get into this base without risking the short hop, now that that ice storm defense is dealt with. And on a geothermal base, it's not going to be able to get to me there now. But some of those turrets might be able to. Look, even these are struggling. Something is shooting me. One of those from over there. Can I just get rid of that to make life easy to get in? I mean, okay. This one's got a lot of turrets. I'd normally be getting really heavily attacked. And again, yeah, these support bases. I mean, oh, he's spawned in slightly interesting there. Like that one, for example. That one I'm gonna have to take out because I can't take that actual base without blowing up that turret. But blowing up the fuel tanks does that. But for example here, I can get down and take this out. I can probably take most of that without having to do too much. I mean, there's some generators and a pentaxid tank here. Normally that base is clearly shielded, but not today. So we can get rid of these, for example. Again, with the turret AI not actually doing too well. I mean, we can just melt it. I mean, if we get down, they're not going to be able to deal with us. And there you go. Excuse you. Someone is shooting me. Not sure where. Someone is shooting me. Seems like a small gun turret is shooting me. I need to be a little bit careful. But I want to loot their crap, you see. Oh, yeah. Ow, 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 ow. There is a gun turret here somewhere. Yes, you, sir. There we go. Let's deal with you. And there's one there, but again, we'll probably worry about that one later. I just want to grab their crap. Need to be a little bit careful that the turret doesn't decide to shoot me in the face. Now the thing is, these turrets I'm not too worried about trying to take. And to be honest, I don't even think those turrets are particularly worth it. but I might as well take them. If I can take them, I might as well take them. Let's just put it that way. So I'm going to start with the geothermal as we've managed to open the door up on that one. If I can, without getting shot by that base. Mainly because we can deal with the turrets and the Ziraxian scumbags pretty much mostly from out here. Might need to... Oh, hello. Don't do that, sir. That's just rude. You're shooting your own base. It's rude, sir. No, hang on. Oh, sorry. Wrong button. What I wanted to do was deal with this guy, because I don't want him floating around here. Thank you. I didn't want too much of him floating around, giving me a hard time. I mean, it'll probably be alright. Let's let the turrets that refill. Okay, there was a sensor there. Let's grab all these goodies. I did get mildly shot. Oh, hello. That's kind of rude. Excuse me, did you walk out here? You did. Thank you. I don't know. Is it me or is like the AI on freaking easy mode today? Oh, hello. There's a few of you guys here. Do you mind? That's those horrible, horrible things. How many bullets for these? Oh, I didn't make a bunch more bullets for this gun, did I? And I think the other ones I kind of tucked away, didn't I? I didn't actually put the epic assault rifle in my inventory here. That's a bugger, isn't it? Pulse rifle. Oh well. We got plasma rifle. We might have to do a bit of shotgun and a bit of other guns here. I mean, yeah, there's going to be some bad guys in here, which we're going to need to come down and deal with. Oh, that hurt a little more than I was expecting. That I didn't account for, because now we have a problem. Now we have a problem. That problem being that, yes, this. Okay, this being the problem. Yes. This could be a problem. That I did not account for. That was foolish. Okay. Hey. Nope, 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 nope. Run, run. Oh god. I don't think I'm going to be able to come in at a sensible angle here. I have an alternative plan, but it might take a little while. I might lose my backpack in the process. I'll give it one more go. Ow, ow. Let's keep down. Where are we at? Oh god, we're freaking miles away. We are so screwed. Okay, I think I've had my best chance yet. I've had a bit of a death loop going on, and I'm still going to get shot here, I can tell. But I'm hoping if I can get down to here, get down to the water, just spawned in, I can get round down here enough that it's not going to be able to get too many shots at me. Like that. Before I can creep behind the rocks here. Between the rocks. Between the rocks. And then it's going to struggle to get me. And I can get close enough to get back up to the ship. So, did have a bit of a death loop. We're at 19 deaths total for the playthrough. Which is a slight increase by about, I don't know, 5, 6, something like that. Maybe a few more. Enough that it actually hurt a little. Alright, I need to go grab my... Okay, I need to go grab my backpack from those little assholes. Need to be a bit sparing because I don't have many rounds. I do have more rounds in the ship, but it's those guys that are really freaking melting me. Is my armor naffed? My armor's not too bad, but definitely not great. Alright, let's try and... Where's the sniper? We got a few heavy sniper rounds here. Let's try and use those. Yeah, I see it. Oh! Did I just get sniped again? Holy shit! That guy hit me. He hit me with a shotgun from there? Oh, wow. I just spawned right behind my ship on the respawn. That was so freaking lucky. Okay. How did that guy shoot me from there with a freaking shotgun? And get me? Really? 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 Ow, ow, ow. Just stop. Just stop. Please. We have limited ammo and resources, and these guys hit like a freaking truck apparently, for some reason. Freaking... Oh, hello. No, 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 no. Not so many rounds. Not so many rounds. You, sir? Maybe it was him. Maybe I didn't see him. Maybe he freaking shot me. Right. I should be able to get to my backpack now. Let's freaking start with that. Alright. Oh, yeah. Ow! Holy freaking crap. That guy hit me like... Wow, did that hurt. Wow. He's only a level 3 as well. That really freaking hurt. You bastard. Don't even freaking think about it, mofo. Jesus. Oh god. Careful. Okay. I mean, that's kind of upsetting. I wish they'd go and open the door. Where's the core? I'm assuming there's a core around here somewhere. Not down there by the looks of it. Probably up and then down again. Let's not go through there. Let's deal with them later. We've got most of the way through here. Nice. Short hop. What do we got in the way of rounds? You have not got any more of those rounds. You have got a standard pulse rifle, I've got a horrible feeling a standard pulse rifle still uses laser rounds, does it not? Oh, no. Wait. No, you don't use standard laser rounds. You use bullets, which is going to be a little more painful, granted, and we are chewing through the med packs right now. I mean, I've got to check here. I'm still wearing my epic armor. How is that not giving me enough protection? I'll grab these bits later. I see you, fella. How? What? How am I taking damage and he is not taking damage? And who is shooting what there? Jesus. These guys just don't freaking go down, do they? My good God. I think I need to install a med bay on the back of my ship, because this is really starting to hurt. Apparently my ship is shooting someone out there. Oh, hello. Do you mind? Checking before Zirax walks around the corner and shoots me in the ass. That hurt a lot more than planned, though. I was not expecting that to be quite so painful. These are some absolutely big, hideous freaking bits, though. And I think we need to come back to the other base and loot that with the CV as well. And this has got like so much fuel. Alright. So that's down here sorted out. But clearly, this is not core territory. But it, oh God. Really? Those blocks? Xeno blocks. Okay. Unless I'm guessing that's a bathroom. Let's take some food there. And alright, we are gonna be limited. But I'm hoping my ship, it sounds like my ship has been shooting some people. Yes, who have been daring to show their face. Like this guy. And my ship has been kindly shooting them in the face just to let them know that they're not appreciated. Which is good. Ow. My cocking God. That is just freaking insane. Need to headshot these guys. Let's grab your crap and check the area. Right, I'm gonna check the area upstairs as well if I can, just to make sure there's nothing spawned there. And there are some guys here. Oh, there's a Zirax rocket launcher. Freaking lovely. Okay. But I didn't see a core up there. Was my point. I didn't see the core. Okay. Wasn't expecting those guys to spawn after I just checked. Oh, I'm warm there. So my question is, if there's no core there, where's the core? Okay, there's some switches here. Why do I feel like these switches blow up the base? I have a horrible feeling that a switch here blows up the base, and this is not a good idea. Yeah, because I'm sure last time I did that switch, it did not end well. Land on the things where you can stand, Seth. But I did not see a core downstairs. Hello, another one came out. We need to put that drone away and deal with this guy. Excuse me. Thank you. Thank you for playing. Do come again. And all that jazz. Laser rounds. Appreciated. Yeah, so I did not see a core here anywhere. Just indications of lots of power. There's no core down here. Obviously that's that big central tube. This I'm pretty sure is a freaking toilet. Yeah. And so it is. This is nice. Some food. And a good moment to grab another bandage. And this is just massive great power units, which I would prefer not to blow up, you see. I don't see a core anywhere. I saw no core access anywhere. And at the top, what is that? That is an explosive block, you see? Right there. Ow! Bollocks! Not paying attention. Got shot by another Zirax shotgun scumbag. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where's that little cockhead? Alright, no cores there. Oh, hello. Hello, buddy. Alright, that was a minigun. But I definitely got shot by a shotgun Zirax. There he is, there he is. 22 freaking health from nearly freaking full. That is my last bandage I'm about to use as soon as I can. Thank you. Bloody hell. Those guys don't mess around, do they? Alright. I'm just gonna see anything down here. No. So to me it makes me feel like the core is in there and I do have to blow it up. Oh yeah. So that's blowing up. And that seems to have done the trick. So how much of that actually needed to blow up, I don't know. But nevertheless, it did work. Right. So let's grab a chunk more health a second. And time to work out. Sorry, took me a second to get in there. Minigun. Minigun. Out of rounds for minigun. There we go. And you're down. Okay. So, this base is now mine. But I'm not going to put my core in it yet. Because it's got a bunch of good stuff in there. And I do not want the lasers to turn on me. But I guarantee this thing has a shed ton of fuel. The other thing I want to do is we need to just pop up here, because there are some Zirax rocket launcher guys right here being annoying. Oh yeah, I forgot about those ones who, those things which are shooting me from the side. Forgot about them. So yeah, we got those, and we got some. Ah, no you don't. A Zirax sniper. Stop blowing up my stuff. Get rid of that Zirax sniper as well. Ah, no you don't. Really? Just wait for a minute. Unbelievable. Right. Suddenly, the AI has fixed itself. And it seems to be able to actually hit me now with impunity. Suddenly, the AI has sorted itself out. After I've died a bunch of times, the AI has got its shit together again. Which is fine, it's not a big problem. I can still deal with this. It just means I need to be a little bit careful. But the geothermal power plant is down and is mine. Next up is this MacGuffin. See, you need to go. Because I don't want to be getting shot at by that, as well as many other things, while I'm raiding this base. You can try and consider shooting me, but that's not going to happen. However, there is a doorway right here. Don't suppose you could see the core here? Anywhere? No? I mean, it does seem like the kind of place you would go, the kind of entrance you would hit for the core. But I'm just checking inside, see if I can see anything that I can take out with the ship in relative safety. And then I have seen the time, and I'm going to have to say that's going to be it for this episode. And we'll have to take the rest of this next time. But I think we've got this now. I mean, pending I don't get myself killed again, which is quite possible, and it might be worth me going back and getting some bandages, because, well, the other thing is, of course, I could eat some of these spiky freaking mushrooms, couldn't I? They're good for your health. I should really consider doing that. So, hopefully I'll remember to do that, and next time we'll take this supply station and that support base right there. With that, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.